What's going on, guys? I give you the different view for today, the non-tripod view, and I want to make sure you get tip number 3, and that is the plank. Okay, a lot of people, when you do planks, you think of yoga, you think of Pilates, but planking is a very great core exercise. And a lot of people say the word core and they just think they're abs. It's wrong. Anything and or around from the lower part of your chest to your knees is your core, and everything around it. So your obliques, your lower back, your butt, your thighs, your rib cage, everything here, parts of your lats, that is your core. Just don't think abs when you think core, and sometimes a little overused word, but hey, we're gonna use what works, right? I refer it to as your trunk a lot, like your tree trunk, because it's your base. This is where everything starts from. So is a very important movement, and a lot of people do planks the wrong way. It's like, I could plank for an hour. It's like, yeah, I could too if I don't fully engage my body and just stand there and I'm hurting my lower back. I could do it too, I get it. But let me show you the proper way to plank so you can become stronger. You can do push-ups, you can do pull-ups. Everything starts with your core. So the stronger your core, the better your movements. Plank position, hands are here. We're gonna start down on the ground, okay? Now, positioning of the plank, I'm on all fours hanging out here. Positioning of the plank, if you feel weak and it doesn't feel stable when you are on the ground, then elevate yourself up. Use your couch, use a step, use something a little higher until you start creating stability inside your trunk. Maybe you're just at a level 1 and you really need to work it. Don't be embarrassed by that, okay? Everyone has to start somewhere, and I hope you guys are starting in the right way, right? So I'm gonna start from down here. If you want me, I'll show you how to do it on this step 2 next. So hands right underneath the shoulder blades, fingers nice and wide. A lot of people do this wrong. Think about this as your foot of your upper body. It's here. This is what's gaining, you ask any gymnast, this is what holds them stable in a handstand, is really their fingers, right? It's their toes of the legs. So all I'm going to do, put my hands underneath. I'm on all fours, creating stability in my shoulders by rotating my elbows in slightly. Now I'm nice and tight, so I don't have any bent elbows. I'm locking them in so those elbows are facing forward. And now all I'm going to do is take one step back and then another small step back, and I'm going to hold. This is a plank, guys, okay? This is a push-up plank position. Here comes Seabass. Woo! Push-up plank position. I'm going to hold here as long as I can, but what am I doing? I'm engaging my trunk, which means I'm squeezing my stomach, I'm squeezing my thighs, I'm squeezing my butt, I'm pushing my toes down, hands are underneath, and my eyes are right over my fingertips, okay? I'm not out here, okay? That's a downward dog. I'm not all the way over here because that's pretty hard. A lot of people do this where they drop their head. Eyes are right between your fingers, elbows are tucked in, squeezing my butt, squeezing my thighs, everything's locked position. When I'm done, I'm dropping down to a knee, down to another knee. That's a plank. Push-up plank, we always start there. That's Seabass, if you guys don't know who Seabass is. To move on to progression 2 is drop into the elbows where everyone starts, right? If you don't have stability in your shoulder in a prone or a prone top position, whoo, that's a mosquito, hate mosquitoes, then you're not going to get a stable movement on your elbows. So making sure we're down on the ground, I'll show you your yoga version. Elbows down to the ground. Again, your hands or your nose is right over your thumbs now for direction. Nose over your thumbs. Step out, and now I'm here stabilizing. Everything's tight. What I do here is I pinch my elbows together like I'm pinching the mat. That gets my lats flared up. That gets everything in position. I'm actually shaking a little bit because I'm really giving as much force and tension as I can. Back to push-up plank position, just so you see it one more time. Same exact thing when I'm done. That weird bug is right underneath me, so I'm not gonna put my knees down. That's a good way to hold yourself up too, is to pretend there's a big ass bug underneath you. And then come down, come down. Biggest key I want you to know is how I position my hands first, and then what I do is I get my legs up. A lot of people try to get up first, and then they're up here. Wrong. Get into a good tabletop position. My back is nice and flat. I pretend like I have a water bottle on my back, and now I'm going to take a step back. So my leg is straight and butt down, step back, my butt is down. So I'm not here, I'm not up here. And a lot of people, when they plank the wrong way, is they're here, and then you'll see their back like this, right? So now you're just damaging your lower back. Up top, nose over your thumbs, engaging your whole body. Everything's nice and tight. I always like to pretend like I have a colony of children walking across my back, and I'm saving them from a burning village to the water. And you'll hear that if you ever work out with us here at Krank. You'll hear that a lot, and we have weird metaphors, but that's just the way we are. So I'm coming back to this view without pausing it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if there's one movement that you can learn and do and practice all the time, that's the plank. Because as we get older, we lose a lot of our muscle, we lose a lot of our strength. We don't have the strength and the muscular density that we used to have. But protecting that back, protecting your spine, especially the lower back where we all sit down all day long, we're picking up our kids, we're doing a bunch of movements that are just weird and odd, and they're functional movements because that's what you use. But if you don't gain stability, you don't gain strength inside there, you're gonna start getting hurt. And that's one thing I don't want you to do, because if you get hurt, then there's no working out, there's no progress. Remember, we want to progress, not regress. All right, so if you have any questions, hit me up. I'll see you guys soon. This is Pete, kranksystems.com. I'm sweating a little bit now. Peace out, guys.